If we're being honest, a lot of the people running your AI program now should have been fired for what they did to your cloud program. Instead, they got promoted. Let me show you exactly how that happened and why you're about to pay for it again. So, welcome back to the Cloud Computing Insider. If you're new, my name is Dave, a cloud and AI SME, best-selling author, speaker, tech influencer, and experienced technology executive. Let's get going. So as someone who's watched enterprises stumble through cloud adoption over the last 15 years, wrote books about it as well, I'm now watching the same movie play again with AI. The executives who treated cloud as somebody else's data center now treat AI as somebody else's intelligence, something you buy, not something you build and govern. So ultimately, I'm kind of sounding the alarm here based on lots of people who reached out to me, and it's anecdotal information, and I'm not going to name specific companies and things like that, but many of the executives who screwed up cloud computing for, many of these Global 2000 companies, and certainly the government organizations as well, are now in charge of AI. And in essence, they're ramping up to make the same mistakes. And so it's interesting to me how that happened. In other words, the metrics that came out of some of the cloud computing deployments, hugely negative in terms of the value that we're able to bring back to the business. In other words, lift and shift and moving things into the cloud, willy-nilly without a good strategy is figuring out how these things are going to run and scale and have an optimized architecture. And so many enterprises, the enterprises paid 3 to 4 times, the amount of money that they should have paid for cloud computing.